Yeah, what's up?
Oh fuck! I was muted. Finally! Oh holy shit! You need to change your Discord output. It's on your shitty mic.
Oh, is it? Hold on, give me a
Yeah.
second. Input device. Oh, the input device is the USB mic. Oh, that
Oh, well,
explains
that's
it.
not good.
Oh. Uh, okay,
Oh,
that's
there
not
you are.
working.
All right.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, bass. Okay. Wait, why is Guy Buddy in the fucking waiting room? Oh no. Okay, yeah, what's up?
Well, I thought we could talk. I can sort of like explain what I was talking about while
Yeah,
we.
but is there was there anything to talk about in the first place? Like, or is just
Uh. Well, I think we talked about this last night off stream in your Discord server. Basically,
mm-hmm.
how yeah, there's two camps right now. Basically, should you focus on Trump or should you not focus on Trump when it comes to Republicans trying to, I guess, principled Republicans trying to retake the party? Uh,
Okay.
and that's sort of the thing that we'll be talking about. Yeah, because Trump, assuming our democratic institutions are going to be still in place, Trump is not going to be running again in 2028. So it's really worth focusing on like harping too much on Trump if he's not going to be like just there on the next election cycle.
But isn't Trump like literally the entire thing?
What do you mean?
Like literally everything is like if you don't address Trump, you're not really addressing anything, are you?
Well, the point is that okay. So do you think that MAGA can survive post Trump?
I think it can survive post-Trump, but then people will try to replicate as much of Trump's mannerisms and behavior as much as possible. Like just look at Vivek, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with you that people are going to try to replicate Trump's strategy because it's clearly effective, and that's what we what we want to find out. But specifically regarding Trump himself, like should moderate Republicans even focus on Trump if he's just not going to be there in the next election cycle instead of just trying to, I guess, gather his supporters and try to instill some sort of principles in them?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the entire movement, right? The entire thing should be about Trump because without Trump, right? I don't know. I feel like a lot of things would not be the case, right? Like he is the one that
But
denied
okay,
the
so like
establishment
okay, what?
ideals. He is the one that upturned everything supposedly, right? It's not like
Yes, but okay,
yeah.
so think about it like this: like, what can moderate Republicans do right now, like electorally speaking?
I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. There's basically fucking nothing. And if Trump's not going to survive post 2028, uh, you need to have a sort of, let's say, graceful off ramp for if there are people out there who previously supported Trump but still want to be, uh, still want to try to retake the
One
Republican
of
Party.
my okay, one of my frustrations with this entire thing is that like people need to understand why Trump happened in the first place, like in 2016. Like going back all the way to 2016. I think what's going on
I
is
can
that
explain it easily.
there's no, I can explain easily. So there are already darkness within the hearts of Republicans, okay? All right, that darkness has always been there. Every single policy, every single like piece of legislation is meant to appeal to that dark heart. What does that mean, right? What that means is people say, "Oh yeah, we're just gerrymandering and enacting voter ID." But in actuality, if we're just being honest with ourselves, really it's just because they hate black people, right? People say, "Oh well, we're just protecting the border. We're just preventing the drug cartels." Well, if you're actually being honest, it just means you hate brown people, right? So the thing is that that is the dark heart of the Republican Party. That has always been there for the Republican Party, even before Trump. The only thing that Trump did was to tap into the consciousness of that, is to tell it as it is, so to speak, right? I think
Do,
I think
do,
what the
do you
I think
think?
the thing is that like
I don't even know
if
if that's
you're
a.
sure like for example you say you want to return to a version of the Republican Party that existed before Trump. There's nothing like that. Trump has
No,
always been the Republican Party at its core. This is what
no,
the Republican
I
Party
would
is. They've always been
argue.
evil. Yeah.
Okay, uh, I wouldn't argue that. I think there were actually principles that the Republican Party were actually concerned about, and that there were
Hold on,
very
hold on.
good
What
criticisms
you
about.
call hold on. The problem is
Oh,
that what you call
and there,
principles. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, and there were very good criticisms that I think can be applied today about things like empowering the federal government.
Hmm.
Uh, that the Republican Party used to stand for, obviously, as the losers. But you say that the reason why Trump appeared was because there was like this innate evil in the Republican Party.
Yes. Mhm.
You're not necessarily wrong, but I wouldn't call you right either. I think
No, I'm
the
just
reason
completely right. I
why
think.
Republican politicians
Mhm.
and the Republican voter base was willing to abandon so much and ignore so much for the sake of like promoting Trump is just because Trump is seen as a winner. He can win elections. It's like the entire like no one would give Trump the time of day if they didn't think that he was a winner. Um,
If he is a
like
winner, is that what you said?
like yeah, he's a winner.
Sure.
He wins elections. Like the Republicans didn't lose; they lost to Obama twice, and they were frustrated with that.
Okay.
Uh, and they were willing to appeal to, or not appeal, make a deal with a populist in order to win an election, and it worked out. So they got addicted, and they'll keep making those deals with the devil because they're winning elections. I mean,
You
like
realize you're telling me nothing, right? Like you're basically saying, "Oh, they're appealing to the idea that Trump is a winner." But here's the thing, that's like with all politics. Every single part of politics, like you're appealing to someone who thinks that you can win. That's the entire point of it all, right? That's why we vote in the first place. You're telling
yeah.
me something that tells
So
me nothing, right? Yeah.
So, like, if there's a Democratic candidate that like completely changed all the ideals of the Democratic Party, but they're able to win elections, like, do you think that
Mhm.
the Democratic Party would switch to like a populist base in order to do that?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, let's say in 2028.
Sorry, I wasn't
Uh,
listening. Go ahead. Yep.
okay, let's say in 2028 there was a Democratic candidate that was like a populist, right? Like Trump style
Mhm.
populist.
Yep.
And they completely changed all the principles of the Democratic Party, but they won an election. Do you think that Democrats would change their own personal views or at least ignore their own personal principles in order to support the candidate in order for them like just to win?
Nah, no. I think the Democrats are different from the Republicans. I think they're better in every way. So the thing is that I think if it's like a set of ideals or policies that are different, I think what's going to happen is that they are going to consider in the grand scope of things who to vote for, right? If the Republicans are better than the Democrats in that instance, they're going to vote Republican. If the Democrats are better than Republicans still in that instance, then they're going to vote Democrat. It's really as simple as that, right? But the Republicans, now that's spineless. Yeah. Like
Well,
they
I do agree
throughout
that
all
they
of
are
history,
spineless, and
like literally
that.
throughout all of history, you realize throughout all of history, there has always been Republican politician like advisors and strategists that basically say, well, we can't just say the N word anymore, so we have to appeal to something a little bit more coded, and then that one coded thing no longer works anymore, so they have to keep on appealing to more and more like coded language, basically dog whistles that are more and more moderate leaning or something like that, so then they can still signal and dog whistle the fact that they're racist, that they're discriminatory, that they hate everyone, right? Like that is basically like what people have been trying to do for like for the entirety of American history, if anything.
So the entirety of American history, that's what the Republican Party has been doing.
It has always been Republicans being the Hydra to the United States, right? That's just basically what it is. Democrats have
No,
always
I
been
think that
Shield.
that's an
Yeah.
that's an ahistorical. Are you big in history? Like, do you
Hmm?
are Do you like
No,
study
I
history a
fucking
lot?
I fucking hate history because
Okay, that.
I kind of realize at some point that like whenever somebody says they like history, they only like the parts of history that they like, or they like the parts of history that are biased towards their opinions. But then the problem is that I feel like there are so many parts of history that like would not appeal to you, would not whatever that you can still learn from, right? Like for example, Republicans will probably disregard the Holocaust. I'm kidding, joking. That was a joke. But like
Uh,
I'm just saying that like
well, okay.
actually
What I'm
no, is
saying
that
is,
really a joke at this point? I don't fucking know, right? Jesus
okay.
Christ. Yeah.
I ask whether you are into history or not, just because that's,
Hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar with like the history, like the formation of like the Republican Party and like the Democratic Party and like how they've shifted over time. Uh, yeah, I think that's a historical uh,
Okay.
yeah, rationalization. Uh, like you're trying to apply what's happening today to the past. So, uh, talking about the fact that Republicans are currently fucking spineless right now, I agree.
They're
They are
not just
fucking
spineless, they're
spineless.
evil. Like they're diabolical demon creatures, right? They're like radical right extremists, all of them.
Okay, so like, like would you consider like my parents who are like diehard Trump supporters? You consider like them?
They are a part of the Republican plantation, so by extension they're evil, yes.
Okay, well that's why I don't think you will ever. Well, I guess you're not even trying to build moderates, really.
My father voted for Trump in 2016. I would consider him evil at that time, yes.
Okay, well, okay. Do you think that Trump 2016 is even the same comparison of like Trump today?
Yeah, he has more dementia now.
What do you mean by that?
What, dementia Dawn?
Oh,
Yeah, like
dementia.
he's
I
been,
think it's a
bro.
dimension.
No, dementia
I'm
Dawn.
sorry,
Yeah,
I
he has more
misheard you.
dementia these
Sorry.
days. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that's the only thing that's different between the 2016 Trump and like the Trump of today?
He's gotten more delusional. He's gotten more
He's gotten
incoherent.
bolder.
I mean, that's
I guess he's gotten bolder,
probably.
and he actually
Well,
does
why
things.
do you
Like I
think
would argue
why do you
the
think
Trump
he's
of like
bolder?
2016.
Sure.
I would argue the Trump of 2016 with the exclusion of like January 6th, which was like really fucking insane. Uh,
What? Okay, you're cheating.
yeah.
You're cheating. You're cheating. Kev, you're cheating. Kev, you're cheating. Kev, you're
Okay.
100% cheating. That is
Okay.
Kev. That you're cheating. Stop, Kev. No, cheating bad. Okay, Kev, cheating bad. Okay, that's 100%. There's no dude. Kev, come
Play
on,
with the
Kev.
cheater.
Come
Imagine
on.
now
That's
you gotta delete your
100%.
save
Post your
file.
build.
Delete your
Post your
save
build.
file.
That is crazy. Hold on. No, Kev. No, Kev. You're listen. Post your fucking no. Post your post your build. Post your build. Okay, you gotta share with me your build. Okay, I refuse to believe you just fucking deleted that motherfucker. Okay, you
You,
absolutely incinerated that fucker in like 5 seconds. Stop. I'm going insane. Okay, like this is okay. All right.
you're
Sorry. Go
getting
ahead.
carried
Yeah.
by a
What's up?
cheater. You have to delete your save file now. Delete your entire character. Delete your entire builds. Everything. Gotta start over.
Dude, Kev, you're 100. That was crazy. That 100% was cheating, dude. Fuck me. Oh, now I feel like I didn't do this legitimately. Oh my god. It's
Yeah.
the Ricochet build from Rafa. No, I don't believe you. You have to post it. Post the build. Post the build. Post the build. Also, what gun are you using? Jesus Christ. All right, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, what's up? Sorry, I'm so
You
sorry.
completely
I'm
made
so
me lose
sorry.
my fucking train of thought. Right outside of 2020, uh,
Jesus, I'm so mad. Okay,
January
go
6th,
ahead.
2020, Trump. I feel like there was almost a cope that was happening that people thought that like Trump was going to be like how he was throughout the majority of his presidency in 2016, and that was literally doing fucking nothing and just like slowly bumbling through shit while his appointees actually like somewhat okay ran like the government. Unlike today, where they're literally just like instituting a authoritarian regime. So I don't think you can necessarily judge people who like voted for Trump in 2016 in a way that someone would vote for Trump in like
Bro, your mic quality is so
2024.
bad I can barely hear you. I'm about to kill
Yeah,
myself in
I don't know
Minecraft.
what the fuck is going on. It's a fucking Blue Yeti mic, and I don't know why it's not picking up shit properly.
That is
Uh,
actually a good mic, so like I don't know what you're doing
yeah,
wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucking Discord. It's or maybe hold on. Is this my USB mic? Is hold on. No. Okay, no wonder. Hold on. It's coming out of my fucking webcam, not my Blue Yeti mic. Holy shit! No
Oh,
wonder
are
it was
you
so
serious?
dog.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
North,
god!
you Wait, you were using
I'm a
your
retard.
webcam mic literally the
Yeah.
entire time throughout yesterday and today and to Ryan
Holy shit! Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you're
actually
way
a
too loud.
retard.
Yeah, it's way
Holy
better.
shit!
It's way better,
Yeah,
but you're
I'm a
way
conservative
better.
retard,
You're way better,
obviously.
but it's like hold on, I gotta turn you down to like 60%.
Okay.
Holy shit. Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God. But you sound way better. Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, like, dude,
Yeah, like
I just,
for someone who voted
I
for
don't
Trump in
think,
2020 and someone who
hold on,
voted for Trump in
yeah, that's fine,
2016,
yeah.
I don't think you can judge them in the same way that they voted for
That's fine,
in
that's fine.
2024.
I just don't think that, oh, hey, you have a lisp. But, like, I just don't think that,
Yeah, I
like,
do.
you can, I just don't
Fuck
think
you.
there's any way to convince you that the Republicans have always been evil, like in like one conversation, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, this is a very, I'm telling you what I actually think, obviously, right? I'm not masking anything. I'm not like fucking whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, we'd agree. I think we can agree that what the Republicans are doing today are evil, but I think some of the ideals that they used to espouse, whether you want to
Yeah, ideals mean
consider
nothing
them
when
like
it comes to actions and
okay,
policy to
okay,
me. But, yeah.
when they did have a very legitimate criticism to be made, and I think those criticisms can be made of the current Trump administration that empowering the federal government and the executive branch to the degree that we have has been generally a bad thing, and maybe it's probably better that we don't invest so much in like the federal government. Instead, we need to like spread it out among like state governments and all that, because if you empower it all into one place, then when the party who is literally wanting to run
Hold on. What's your goal for this
over,
conversation? Before you came in here, hold on. Before you came in here, what's your goal for this conversation? Or are you just here to chill? Because
like,
I'm not okay with chilling. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm okay with chilling too. I'm just here to just state what is on my mind and just rant and shit.
Okay. Yeah, well, hold on, dude. If you can do that in the offline chat, okay? But like,
Okay.
what's the I guess what's your like? Is it to argue? Is it to talk? Or like, what's the
Oh well,
topic
my
to talk
point
about?
is that
Yeah.
you shouldn't completely write off try to appeal to never Trump Republicans. That we're out there.
No, I'm
I think
fine with
you
never
can
Trump
actually appeal to
Republicans.
us.
Like, hold
Yeah,
on, you
it's
hold
these
on.
moderate people
Like people
like
that,
Ryan.
sure,
Yeah.
I hold on, I you realize I agree with you, right? In the sense of like people who are exiting a cult need an off ramp, right? Like the thing is
Yes.
that like as you an ex cult member, right? Obviously you're still like, for example, you just exited the KKK objectively, right? So you just like left the
Okay.
KKK,
I've
all right?
always been in the Republican Party.
And
To be
you
fair.
kind of you kind of want to like, I don't know, like lighten the load a little bit. You don't want to assign too much like autonomy to yourself when it comes to horrible decisions the KKK did, like burning a cross right outside like of a fucking black church, right? But I get that, okay? But at the same time, it's like you're talking about, okay, what kind of principles do we need left for the KKK, right? Like you realize that's what like you're talking about to me, right? But the thing is that like it's fine. Like I totally acknowledge there's been honorable Republicans, right? I mean, I'm sure at least one of Hitler's generals have tried to kill him, right? Like the thing is
Fuck.
you know, I don't know what to say. Like that's literally it. Like I'm glad that you're not voting for Trump
And
anymore. I'm
look,
happy for that.
I've
But the
never
thing
voted
is,
for Trump. I'm 21. My first presidential
yeah.
election was 2024. So
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So I guess what I'm saying is that, like, you know what? I have no problem with never Trump Republicans, actually. In fact, if anything, they're my allies. I really like them. But at the end of the day, I think they're coping when they say, like, oh, the Republican parties, like the glorious old days of the Republican. Bitch, the old days of the Republican Party was saying the N-word with a hard R out loud at black people, okay? Like, I'm sorry, it's not tenable. Yeah, that's it. Like, it's, yeah.
okay. Well, I suggest you do some history research on like the
Okay.
Democratic and the Republican Party and like their formations and like the ideological shifts that have happened between the two parties. Like over
I'm
time.
probably too lazy, but yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's an interesting thing to consider. All right. Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Yep. I've said what I need to say.
Okay.
So
I love
I
you,
think
North. Okay, North.
Yeah.
Listen, you'll never go south in my books. Okay, you'll at least go west at the very
Wow,
least.
such an original joke. I've never heard that one before, ever.
No, that's horrible. It's like it's such a bad joke that nobody else says it except for me. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye. See you.